Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to our English Learning Radio, Slow English Podcast. I'm Stacy.
And I'm John. Hey everyone, we're so excited you're here.
Yes, we are really happy to see you. How are you feeling today?
Today we have a very important topic, a topic that many English learners think about.
That's right. Today's episode is called Why You Can't Speak English.
Now don't worry, this is not a negative topic. We're here to help you.
Exactly. We want to talk about common problems. We want to help you understand why speaking is difficult.
And more importantly, we want to give you solutions. We want to help you improve.
Yes. So if you're enjoying this podcast, please hit that like button.
And don't forget to subscribe. We make new lessons every week.
Okay, John, are you ready to help our listeners?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Section 1. The fear problem. Okay, so let's be honest. Why can't many people speak English well?
Well, I think the number one reason is fear.
Yes, fear. That's exactly right. Many people are afraid to speak.
Let's learn this word. Afraid. Afraid. Afraid means you are scared. You feel nervous.
Right. When you are afraid, you don't want to try. You feel worried. I am afraid to speak English.
Let's say it together slowly. I am afraid to speak English.
Good. Now, why are people afraid? What are they scared of?
Well, many people are afraid of making mistakes.
Yes, making mistakes. Make mistakes. A mistake is an error. Something is wrong.
Everyone makes mistakes. It's normal. It's okay. But many people think, oh no, I will make a mistake. People will laugh at me.
I understand this feeling. When I was learning Spanish, I was so afraid. I didn't want to speak.
Really? You were afraid too?
Of course. Everyone feels afraid when learning a new language. It's completely normal.
That's a great point. So here's the important thing. Mistakes are good.
Yes, mistakes help you learn. When you make a mistake, you remember it. You learn from it.
Exactly. Let's say this together. Mistakes are good. Mistakes help me learn.
Perfect. So, lesson number 1, don't be afraid. It's okay to make mistakes.
Yes, be brave. Try to speak. Even if you make mistakes, you are learning.
You're doing great already. Good job. Section 2. The practice problem.
Okay, so fear is problem number 1. Now let's talk about problem number 2.
What's problem number 2, John?
Problem number 2 is not enough practice.
Oh, yes. This is a big problem. Not enough practice. Let's break this down.
Practice means you do something again and again. You repeat. You try many times.
Yes, practice. Practice. If you want to speak English well, you need to practice.
Right, but here's the problem. Many people only study grammar. They only read textbooks.
Exactly. They study, but they never speak. They never practice speaking.
Let me give you an example. Imagine you want to learn to swim. Can you learn swimming from a book?
No, you can't learn swimming from a book. You need to get in the water. You need to practice.
Exactly. English is the same. You can't just read about English. You need to speak. You need to practice.
Yes, let's say this important sentence. I need to practice speaking.
Good. Repeat. I need to practice speaking.
Beautiful. So how can you practice speaking? Let me give you some ideas.
Ooh, yes, please share.
Okay, first idea. Talk to yourself.
Talk to yourself? Really?
Yes, talk to yourself. When you're alone, speak in English. Say what you're doing.
Oh, I understand. So, for example, when you're making breakfast, you can say, I am making breakfast. I am cutting a banana. Now I am eating.
Perfect. Yes, exactly like that. This is great practice.
That's a wonderful idea. So you can practice anytime, anywhere.
Yes. Another idea, repeat what you hear.
Ooh, like shadowing.
Yes, shadowing. This is what we do in this podcast. You listen to us and you repeat.
Right. When you shadow, you practice pronunciation, you practice rhythm, you practice speaking naturally.
Exactly. So, practice tip number 1, talk to yourself.
Practice tip number 2, shadow. Repeat what you hear.
These are simple tips, but they really work. Try them. Section 3, the thinking problem.
All right, let's talk about problem number 3. This one is interesting.
What is it?
Problem number 3 is you think in your native language first.
Oh, yes, this is a big problem.
Let me explain. Native language means your first language, the language you learned as a child.
Right. So, for example, if you're from Japan, your native language is Japanese. If you're from Brazil, your native language is Portuguese.
Exactly. Now, here's what happens. When you want to speak English, you think in your native language first.
Yes. So, in your mind, you think, okay, I want to say this in Japanese. Now, how do I translate it to English?
Right. You translate in your head, but this is slow. This takes too much time.
Exactly. While you're thinking and translating, the conversation continues. You miss your chance to speak.
I know this feeling. It's frustrating.
Yes, frustrating. Frustrating. This means it makes you feel annoyed or upset.
So, what's the solution? How can we fix this problem?
The solution is you need to think in English.
Yes, try to think in English. Don't translate.
I know. This sounds difficult, but it's possible. You can do it.
Let me give you a tip. Start with simple thoughts. Very simple.
Yes. For example, when you see a dog, just think dog. Don't think in your language first.
Right. When you're hungry, think, I'm hungry. Not in your language, in English.
Start small. Start simple. Use short sentences in your mind.
Let's practice right now. Look around you. What do you see? Name things in English.
Yes, good exercise. For example, I see my coffee cup. I think coffee cup. I see a window. I think window.
Perfect. That's exactly it. Simple words, simple thoughts in English.
Do this every day. Make it a habit. Soon you'll start thinking in English naturally.
Yes, you can do this. It just takes practice.
Section 4, the vocabulary problem.
Okay, let's talk about problem number 4.
What's problem number 4?
Problem number 4 is limited vocabulary.
Ah, yes, limited vocabulary. Ted. Limited means not enough, small.
Vocabulary means the words you know. So, limited vocabulary means you don't know many words.
Right. If you don't know many words, you can't express your ideas. You can't say what you want to say.
Exactly. This is frustrating. You have an idea in your head, but you don't have the words.
Yes, I remember this feeling. It's difficult.
So, how can we learn more vocabulary? Let me share some tips.
Please do.
Tip number 1, learn phrases, not just words.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, many people learn single words. They learn happy, sad, tired.
Yes, that's true.
But it's better to learn phrases. Learn I feel happy, I feel sad, I am tired.
Oh, I see. Because when you learn the whole phrase, you know how to use it.
Exactly. You learn the word and how to use it in a sentence.
That's brilliant. So don't just memorize words, learn phrases.
Yes. Another tip, learn vocabulary that's useful for your life.
What do you mean?
Well, if you work in an office, learn office vocabulary. If you like cooking, learn cooking vocabulary.
Oh, that makes sense. Learn words that you will actually use.
Right. Don't waste time learning words you'll never use. Focus on practical vocabulary.
Great advice. So, tip number 1, learn phrases, not just words.
Tip number 2, learn useful vocabulary for your life.
These are great tips. Write them down. Use them. Section 5, the confidence problem.
All right, now let's talk about the last problem. Problem number 5.
What is it?
Problem number 5 is lack of confidence.
Ah, yes, confidence. Confidence. Confidence means you believe in yourself. You feel sure.
Right. Lack of confidence means you don't believe in yourself. You feel unsure.
Many English learners have this problem. They think, my English is not good enough. I can't speak well.
Yes, they feel shy. They feel embarrassed. So they don't speak.
But here's the truth. Your English is probably better than you think.
Yes, you understand more than you realize. You know more words than you think.
The problem is, you don't believe in yourself.
Exactly. So how can we build confidence? How can we feel more sure?
Well, first of all, celebrate small wins.
Small wins? What do you mean?
Small wins means small successes, little achievements.
Oh, I understand. So, for example, if you learn a new word today, that's a small win.
Yes, exactly. If you have a short conversation in English, that's a small win.
Right. Don't wait until you're perfect. Notice the small improvements.
Celebrate every step. Say to yourself, good job, I learned something new today.
Yes, be kind to yourself. Learning a language takes time.
Another tip for confidence? Stop comparing yourself to others.
Oh, yes, this is so important.
Don't look at other people and think, their English is so good, my English is terrible.
No, everyone is at a different level. Everyone learns at a different speed.
Your only competition is yourself. Are you better than yesterday? That's what matters.
Exactly. Focus on your progress, not other people's progress.
Yes, let's say this together. I am improving every day.
Beautiful. Repeat. I am improving every day.
You are improving. You really are.
Okay, everyone. Let's do a quick review. We talked about 5 problems today.
Yes, let's go through them one more time.
Problem number 1. Fear. You are afraid to speak. You are afraid of making mistakes.
Remember, mistakes are good. Mistakes help you learn. Don't be afraid.
Problem number 2. Not enough practice. You study, but you don't speak.
Remember, you need to practice speaking. Talk to yourself. Shadow what you hear.
Problem number 3. You think in your native language first. You translate in your head.
Remember, try to think in English. Start with simple words and thoughts.
Problem number 4. Limited vocabulary. You don't know enough words.
Remember, learn phrases, not just words. Learn useful vocabulary for your life.
And problem number 5. Lack of confidence. You don't believe in yourself.
Remember, celebrate small wins. Don't compare yourself to others. You are improving every day.
Clapping, Wonderful! These are the 5 problems and solutions.
Now you know what the problems are, and you know how to fix them.
Before we finish, let's give some final practical advice.
Yes, let's give our listeners some actions they can take today.
Okay, action number 1, speak for 5 minutes every day.
Yes, just 5 minutes. You can do it. Talk to yourself, talk to a friend, or shadow a podcast like this one.
Action number 2, learn 3 new phrases this week.
Not 3 words, 3 phrases, full sentences that you can use.
Action number 3, write down one thing you did well in English today.
Yes, keep a success journal. Write, today I learned a new word, or today I spoke English for 2 minutes.
This will help you see your progress. You'll feel more confident.
Action number 4, don't give up.
Yes, never give up. Learning English is a journey. It takes time.
Some days will be easy, some days will be hard. That's okay.
Just keep going. Keep practicing. Keep trying.
You can do this. We believe in you.
Okay, now we have a question for you.
Yes, we want to hear from our community.
Here's our question. What is your biggest challenge in speaking English?
Yes, tell us. Is it fear? Is it vocabulary? Is it confidence?
Or maybe it's something different. We want to know.
Leave a comment below. Write in English, even if it's just one sentence.
For example, you can write, "My biggest challenge is vocabulary," or "I am afraid to make mistakes."
Don't be shy. We want to hear from you. And other learners want to hear from you too.
Yes, when you share, you help other people. They'll know they're not alone.
And here's another question. What will you do today to practice speaking?
Yes, will you talk to yourself? Will you shadow this podcast? Will you call a friend?
Tell us, make a commitment, write it down.
When you write it down, you're more likely to do it.
So, write in the comments, share your plan.
Before we go, we want to tell you something important.
Yes, please listen carefully.
You can speak English. You really can.
It doesn't matter how many mistakes you make. It doesn't matter how slow you are right now.
What matters is that you keep trying. You keep practicing.
Every time you listen to this podcast, you're improving.
Every time you repeat a sentence, you're getting better.
Every time you try to speak, you're building confidence.
We are so proud of you. You're here. You're learning. You're not giving up.
That's amazing. That shows you're serious. You really want to learn.
And we're here to help you. Every week, we'll make a new lesson.
So make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button.
And if you enjoyed today's episode, give us a like. Leave a thumbs up.
It really helps us, and it helps other learners find this podcast.
Okay, everyone, that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Remember, don't be afraid. Keep practicing.
Think in English, learn useful phrases.
And believe in yourself. You are improving every day.
We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Tell us your biggest challenge.
We want to hear from you.